Hello. In this video, we're going to talk to you about proportional relationships. Specifically, we're going to talk to you about how to define a proportional relationship, and we're also going to talk to you about how to recognize proportional relationships when they are represented as a written description. First, let's define a proportional relationship. When we talk about a proportional relationship, we're talking about any relationship between two variables where the quantities stay in the same relative size to each other. In other words, the quantities will always be in the same ratio to each other. These relationships may change over time. Both quantities may start to increase or decrease, but they're going to remain in the same ratio to each other no matter how large or how long the relationship goes on for. Now, recall there are several different ways that we can try to represent relationships between two variables. We've looked at tables, we've looked at graphs, we've talked briefly about equations. Today, this video will focus on the written description. A written description is when we use words to construct a sentence that describes the relationship between two variables. Or in other words, we use English to explain the relationship. Some examples of proportional relationships when they're shown or represented as a written description would be if an athlete runs 1 mile for every 5 minutes. They would run 2 miles every 10 minutes, or they could run 3 miles in 15 minutes, etc. Other examples would include if a farmer were to sell apples for $3 per dozen, or if Apple, the company, were to earn $500 in revenue for every iPhone sold, no matter how many iPhones they sell. A final example, if your car, a Toyota Camry, were to get 45 miles per gallon of gas, every gallon that it uses. In future videos, we're going to talk about how to recognize proportional relationships when we use tables, graphs, or equations to represent the relationship.